I'm Susan Tatsui-D'Arcy. I'm the Time Management Specialist at Merit, and I'm the Director at Merit Academy. I've been in education for 25 years, and today we're going to learn how to take control of your life by using Merit's unique time management system. Chances are you're here today because your grades are a problem, you have a pile of college applications or scholarships sitting on your desk, your household is in chaos, your organization at your office is a problem, or you're just here to learn how to manage your time better. Go ahead and throw away your fancy expensive planners and your wall calendars. You're not going to need them anymore because we're going to be using the Merit Planner. The Merit Planner spans 7 days. It starts at 7 o'clock in the morning and runs till midnight. It's also broken down into 15-minute increments, which makes it easy for us to plan. Okay, go ahead and open up your planner to the first page and fill in the first paragraph that lists your name, your address, and your phone number. This is there, it's vital information, so in case you lose your planner can be returned to you. When you've completed that, go ahead and turn to today's date. So find today's date in your planner. Indicate what time you woke up by putting up, UP, right next to the time you woke up. For instance, if you woke up at 7 o'clock this morning, at 7 o'clock, write up. And go ahead and list all the different things you did before you came to see me today. Okay, if you're at school, you want to go ahead and put in your first period class. If it was English, you can put ENG, you can use abbreviations. This is your planner, so you can use it any way you'd like. Some people use symbols, some people write the whole word out. And go ahead and list all of your different classes that you've taken today. If you are a business person or an adult and you're looking at organizing your day, go ahead and write down the times you took phone calls, you took emails, you had meetings, and go ahead and put down that you're here today at Merit and write down the time you're here at Merit. And then with that, go ahead and write in all the projects or classes that you have after this video, all the way for the rest. You can include things like stopping at the store to pick up something at a stationery store, going to the library. Now that you've finished today's tasks, go ahead and enter in tasks for the entire week. So for the entire week, the rest of the week, all the way till Friday, list all of your classes, meetings, appointments, tasks, after-school sports, people you have to pick up, and projects that you have to do until Friday. Now that you've finished the whole week, go ahead and look at the weekend. If you have activities that you do on the weekend, like churches, temples, that type of thing for the weekends, go ahead and put in all those times. If you have sports, if you have parties, if you do your grocery shopping on the weekends, this is the time to put in all of those activities that you definitely know that you have to do. If you have a favorite television show that you watch, you want to go ahead and put that in there, and you'll be surprised to find that you will have time to squeeze in your favorite TV shows, your studying, your homework, by using your planner. Now that you have your whole week laid out with all the class times and appointments in your planner, what I'd like you to do is go ahead and put in all the due dates. Things like homework due dates, your test dates, project dates for your office. You might have meetings or papers or reports that are due. Go ahead and put all of those dates in your planner now. The reason we want to put it on the due date instead of the date it's assigned is we want to be able to plan out time to get everything done. So as long as you know when it's due, we can go ahead and look at your busy schedules and find time to get all of the tasks done to complete your projects. Okay, now that you've got your due dates in the planner and you know when everything's due, What I'd like you to do is look at your busy schedule and find time to get each step done. For instance, if you have a spelling test or a test on Friday and today's Monday, you want to go ahead and find time each day for 4 days to prepare for your test. So the first day you might write the words 10 times and block off time at 7 o'clock to 7:15 to write your words 10 times. And then on Tuesday you might want to make flashcards. And Wednesday you might have somebody test you. And then Thursday go ahead and write the words that you've missed 5 times. And if you block that off every day for 15 minutes, by the time Friday rolls around and you're taking the exam, you're going to be in a position to get a good score. Now that you've put in your planner all of the tasks and homework and test dates and when you plan to do it all, you may need to do some changing and massaging of the program. One of the things that we use is either the whiteout pen, if you're using a pen, just to white out your mistakes and move things around, or you can also use the eraser and just use a pencil and eraser and erase things to make sure you have time to get everything in. For instance, if you find that on one day you have way too many activities and tasks to do to prepare for a test the next day, when one of the assignments can actually be moved to the next day and wouldn't affect your grade or your productivity, go ahead and erase it and move it to the next date. Another thing you might want to think about is your transportation time. If it takes you 15 minutes or a half hour to get to work or to school, go ahead and block that time off too to make sure that you know what time you need to leave in the morning to get there on time. Kids, use your planners to get your chores done. Remember to put out the trash on Wednesday. Remember to throw the laundry in the laundry machine. If you have to make your bed every day, just write that in your planner. It'll help you remember to do your chores, to keep your parents off your back so that you get to do what you want to do on the weekend. One of the best reasons to use a planner is to plan out your big projects. If you have a major research paper to do and it's due in 6 weeks, most kids wait until 5 weeks and 3 days before they start it. So what I'd like you to do is to make a list of all the different things that you need to do to complete the task. For instance, if you're writing a research paper, you've got to first figure out what the topic is. So go ahead and on a piece of paper write down, select topic for research paper. And the second thing you might have to do is get teacher approval for the paper. And then you need to go to the library and get your reference materials. And then you need to block off time to read the books and go online to get more information. And then the following thing would probably be to write an outline. And once you write your outline, you write your first draft, your second draft, and all the way to fourth or fifth draft until you complete your whole paper. Then you need to add your bid page, your title page, photographs or diagrams. And then you might need to take it to a copier shop to copy it and to bind it. But if you go ahead and put down all of the tasks on a piece of paper before you start your project, it'll help you understand what you need to do. Then you use your planner. And once you get your planner, you can go ahead and lay out all the dates doing this. For instance, I like to start backwards and say if it's due in 6 weeks, go ahead and open your planner to the day it's due. And on the day it's due, go ahead and write research paper due. Then what I'd like you to do is move 2 days back from that date and say that you need to get your paper bound. That gives you a couple days of breathing room in there. And then from there, just keep going backwards based on the list you originally made to determine which date is the due date for every single task. What you want to do is you want to break down your project into bite-sized pieces so that it's not overwhelming. It's not going to be this huge major research paper that you have to do all in one night or 2 nights. You'll be able to say that, oh, today's the date, and you look at your planner and you say, oh, today's the day I go to the library. I need to get 5 books. And that's all you need to do that for that date. The next date, you can go ahead and say, oh, today I'm supposed to read 60 pages, or I'm supposed to read for an hour, and go ahead and break it down into bite-sized chunks so you can get it done. And that way you can work your way through the whole process without any frustration, not feeling like you need to do more, because you already know that over the 6-week span, you actually have each task designated for a different date. So if you write all of those different steps into your planner so that it spans the whole entire 6 weeks, you'll find that it's easy to do, and easy to follow, and it won't be an 11th hour crisis for you. Now, this is the best part. What I'd like you to do throughout the day as you complete each task is highlight it. Get a big bold color and highlight every task that you do throughout the day. If you go to a class, highlight it. If you have a meeting, highlight it. If you go to the store, go ahead and highlight that. What you want to do is you want to give yourself a pat on the back, just saying that you completed the task and you're done. If, however, you don't get the task done, not to worry. All you need to do is cross it off or erase it and move it to another date. Now that's an important part. You've got to move it to the next possible time that you have available to get that completed. So for instance, if you didn't study for your spelling test and your spelling test is tomorrow, you're going to need to set your alarm for a half hour earlier tomorrow so that you can get up early enough to study for the test tomorrow. This gives you the ability to take control of your life, because now you are in the driver's seat. You're in the position to know when you're going to do things and why you need to do things. Nobody's telling you what to do, and your boss or your parents are going to be able to look at you and say, wow, he or she's really responsible because she knows what she needs to do to get the task done. Now that you're a time management expert and you have taken control of your life, controlling all of your day-to-day tasks like school and work and taking control of your household, you're going to also be able to look at the future. Things like goals and dreams, things like going back to graduate school, looking at future jobs or other opportunities like writing a book or writing a screenplay, things that you've always dreamed of but have never had time to accomplish. Now that you know how to break everything down into bite-sized chunks, you'll spend your weekends and extra time reaching your goals. So you are now taking control of your life.